On March 13, 1964, in the early hours of the morning, 28-year-old Catherine Susan Genovese, also known as Kitty Genovese, was brutally raped and stabbed to death outside the apartment building where she lived in the Kew Gardens neighborhood of Queens, New York. Kitty, who worked as a bartender, had left the bar she was working at around 2:30 a.m. She drove home in her red Fiat. At a traffic light, she was spotted by 29-year-old Winston Mosley, who followed her to her apartment building. Genovese arrived home around 3:15 a.m. and parked her car in a nearby parking lot. As she walked toward her apartment, Mosley, armed with a hunting knife, exited his vehicle and attacked her. Genovese screamed for help as Mosley stabbed her twice in the back. Neighbor Robert Moser shouted at the attacker, causing Mosley to flee. Genovese, seriously injured, managed to make her way toward the rear of the building, but no one came to her aid. Mosley returned 10 minutes later and found her lying in a hallway at the back of the building, out of view from the street. Mosley then stabbed her multiple times, raped her, stole $49, and fled. Genovese was taken to the hospital but died en route. Mosley was arrested for a house burglary 6 days after murdering Genovese. He confessed to the murder. Mosley was found guilty of murder and sentenced to death, but his sentence was later commuted to life imprisonment. Mosley died in prison on March 28, 2016, at the age of 81, after serving 52 years. Genovese's death became famous not just for its brutality, but for the alleged apathy of her neighbors. Initial reports claimed 38 people witnessed her attack, but did not intervene or call the police, leading to the belief in the bystander effect, where individuals are less likely to help when others are present. Later investigations showed the story was exaggerated. Some neighbors did call the police and tried to help, but the response was insufficient.